Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. Good morning. uh welcome. You're far too kind. I'm in the wrong spot. Give me just 1 second. I want to check to see if it's anybody I need to shout out as far as with the memberships before we get started today. While I'm going to check out the memberships, if you have not subscribed, please do so. We're on our way to 2,500 subscribers. We're almost there. We're like about 150 or so, about 155 more that we need. So share it with your friends. Say, hey, come check out Tim's content. It's muy caliente. Muy fuego. Muy fuego. Power Moves. We shouted Power Moves out yesterday. Power Moves joined while we was on the live. Shout out we shouted out, I think we shouted out Tyree. If we didn't shout out Tyree got a new fancy badge. Let me pop the screen up so we can you know what I'm saying, give the people they credit they do, man. I don't remember shouting out Tyree, but Tyree got a fancy badge. I remember saying E. Did I shout out E? I don't know. Shout out E with the fancy badge. I remember saying Otis, because Otis said he was official. Shout out Captain Kirk 77, got the fancy badge. I remember shouting out George. Yeah, so Captain Kirk got the fancy badge. And you know what I decided to do, man? Even though YouTube don't give you no recognition, right? Even though YouTube don't give you recognition for this, I'm gonna give you recognition for this, man. Shout out Angela. Angela has officially hit the 3-month mark. YouTube don't have a badge for this. They just do less than a month, 1 month, less than 2 months, less than 6, then 6 months, less than a year. But I want to shout out the tried and true that's been holding it down. Even though you don't get a new badge, you get new props from me. Shout out Angela, 3 months holding down the community in a financial way. Shout out Lil Hawk, 3 months. Shout out Here to Learn and Share. Here to Learn and Share. Good morning to you. The birds heart chirping. It's a little cool today. It's a fresh. Hey Siri, what's the temperature right now?
It's 48 degrees outside.
It's a fresh 48 degrees. Nothing too, you know what I'm saying? It ain't too bad. Got to put on a little light little sweatshirt. I don't like my head being cold, so I'll be putting on a little beanie. You know what I'm saying? You hear me? With the spider gang on there. You hear me? You feel me? Get it right, Tim. Hey, shout out Rhonda Green with the 3 months. The homeboy Cool It now. Got 3 months. Shout out. That's it. That's it on the 3 months. That's it on the 3 months. Those the members that's been holding us down for 3 months in a financial way. In a financial way. Appreciate all of the channel members. Just like to give people their props off tops. Black Spider members. I have changed the verbiage. My sweetie said, maybe you can make it a little clearer. This is what I started out, right? I started out saying, here's the link to pull up, right? And people kept clicking it and coming backstage and like, I didn't mean to do that. I just saw the link. And so I clicked it, right? So I went back and I changed. I said, here's the link to come on the stage and ask a question. Oh, that's a questions and ask questions, right? People are still clicking on the link saying, oh, I didn't mean to do that. I just got the notification and I clicked the link. Now, I have changed it again. Only use this link if you want to come on the stage and ask questions. Only use this link if you want to come on the stage to ask questions. If you don't want to come on the stage and ask questions, you just come to YouTube, just like normal. I don't know how it show up to y'all, but you have to go into I have to go into YouTube to click on this link, right? If you come into YouTube, just look at the video regular. Again, thank you, thank you, thank you. You're far too kind. Now that I've shouted out the fam, good morning. Hey, if this is the first time tuning into Tim's Tidbits, please allow me to say welcome. If it's not your first time tuning into Tim's Tidbits, I still want to say welcome. But I also want to give you a nice hearty well, thank you. Just like I just shouted out and thanked all of the channel members. I want to say thank you for everybody for pulling up every day. Channel members or not, if you pulling up every day, thank you. If you subscribe, thank you. If you click like, thank you. If you ever share a video, thank you. My sole purpose for doing this, by the way, if you don't know who I am, my name is Timothy Lee Rogers Sr. My sole purpose for doing this is to help someone like you get your aha moment when it comes to trading and investing. Why? Because I feel like understanding this price action is one of the most valuable tools you can keep in your back utility belt. Why do I think that? Because everything derives from price action. I don't care what it is. It comes from price action. So if you know how to read the price action and you know how to get in sync with the algo, yes, that one, it's amazing what you can do. It is amazing. How in the world did I ever used to try to day trade without understanding how to read the price action and stay in sync with the algo? How did I ever try to swing trade without being able to read the price action and stay in sync with the algo? Oh my goodness. I used to bog my mind down with so many things, worrying about this, worried about that. Oh my God, it's earnings season. Oh my God, it's a tsunami. Oh my God, Apple is laying people off. Oh my God, somebody stole some crypto money. Oh my God, Fed Chair Powell is speaking. Oh my God, it's Quad Witch. Oh my God, my dog ate my homework. Oh my God, my wife got to work the weekend shift. Oh my God, I used to worry about so much stuff. So much stuff. And then I joined the group and I met a man who introduced me to another man. And that man taught me how to get in sync with the algo and how to read the price action and how to understand that time and price is the most important thing when it comes to trading. All these years, people told me, you can't time the market. You can't do it. And I sat and I watched a man do it for 1 year straight, timing the market every single day. They have been lying to me for years. And guess what? They are lying and not even knowing that they're lying. They're just repeating, regurgitating, if you will, what somebody told them. Somebody told them intraday charts is just noise. You can't time the market. It's not about timing the market. It's about time in the market. Shut up! With those falsifications, you can absolutely time the market. I watched a man do it for a year straight. And I have been doing it myself, timing the market with a high degree of precision inaccuracy. Nothing else I've ever seen comes close to it. Even people who do not believe it still benefit from it because they will pop in the back of the chat, don't say nothing, listen to what we got to say, then ease on out. Or people that I know personally, they might hit me up on the Lilac Lover. Just start a general conversation about stuff. And then somehow it leads to, hey, what you think the market gonna do? Bump into people at church. Hey, what you think the market gonna do? Because guess what? They see it too. Now that I've got that out of the way, I knew Here to Learn to Share was gonna be in here. The birds are chirping. What's up, FC? Thomas, Candlesticks, Seawalk, Linda, Gabrielle, Angela, Sanjay, Lover. Let's go ahead and get to the overnight price action. I think I'd have separated the wheat from the tare. So let's go over here and get into the overnight price action. While we on Al Gore's internet, let's go. Hey, you know what we haven't done in a while? We haven't been looking at the economic calendar. Let's look at economic calendar. Today is the 29th. We have should be a pretty technical day today. Nothing popping off for real. Petroleum status. Fed speaker. I guess that's a Fed speaker. Michael Barr. I don't know who that is. I don't know that name. I'm assuming it's a Fed speaker because it's on here. Tomorrow, GDP. Now, this GDP right here is not as drastic as the prime. You have 3 different GDP reports that come out, right? This GDP report right here that's coming out, this is the last piece of Q4's GDP. And if you want to know, like if you come to the GDP like report thing on Econo Day, you look at the bottom, it says release schedule, right? And then you see the dates, January 26th, February 23rd, March 30th. Tomorrow is March 30th. And you see what it says? We're getting Q4's F. That means final. Q4 final for 2022, right? So this is once they knew what the fourth quarter was, right? The one that's typically the most volatile is the advance. The advance is the most volatile. That's like when you're looking, that's when you first coming into the quarter and you're trying to figure it out, and this is what you project, and this is what you think is going to happen. Then you got the preliminary. That's when you look at the second month of the quarter. That information from the second month of the quarter is coming in, right? And then you look at the final. That's when you're getting that information from, like, oh, now you're all the way, you're in the third month of the quarter, so you pretty much know what the quarter has been. And so that's the one we're getting tomorrow. We're getting the final one. That one is like with most of these indicators, the first one is the most volatile. When you got like ones that's a succession, the last one is typically not as volatile as the first, but it's still, you know what I'm saying? It's still important because of the state we're in. We're still, are we done hiking rates? Are we going to still hike rates? Are we going to do any cuts this year? Are we going to, you know, what's the job market like? What's the, you know what I'm saying? What's the CPI and PPI like? What's the, you know, what's the core CPI? What's the PCE like? All the inflationary type stuff, it's always important. So keep that on your radar. Keep your head on a swivel. And job numbers, we get them every week. And then Friday, we got the what's the name? The Having a freaking brain cramp, man. PCE. Jesus Christ. PCE, having brain cramp. Personal income outlet, because they don't be naming it right, man. PCE, personal income and outlays. What? Why? Why is it personal income and outlays when it's PCE? Right? Come on, man. Anyway, that's important too. So GDP, PCE this weekend. Both of those are important, right? Now, let's go over here and get into the chart. While we going to the chart, we're gonna anybody else come in? Which one is more in depth, the 2022 or the core content? The core content is more in depth. Talk about ICT stuff. Yes, core content is far more in depth than anything. The 2022 mentorship, that's just him giving you one model. It's a raid on liquidity, fair value gap, retrace model. That's all. He just give you that. He give you that one model. It's a raid on liquidity, fair value gap, retrace. He give you that model and walk you through how to implement it. And that's the model that he used throughout the whole year, right? But the core content, it's everything. It's all the meat on the bones. He start from the beginning before he even start talking about any PD arrays, giving you how to analyze the markets, make sure they line up, interest rates, because he be doing a lot of stuff with like a lot of it was tailored toward Forex, interest rates, and he go through all kind of stuff. And then he get into the meat and potatoes of the PD arrays. Then he get into this and get it. Core content is far, far more in depth. I feel like if you want to know how to do everything right, the core content, I think everybody just need to look at the core content, right? Because the core content is going to fill in all the blanks. You're not going to have all, like if you just look at Market Maker Primer, you just look at Field Scout Basics or whatever, if you look at all the other YouTube stuff, you're going to have big gaping holes, right? You're always going to be hitting me up. Hey, Tim, what does that mean? Hey, Tim, what does this mean? Hey, Tim, what does that mean? And I don't mind the questions, but if you look at the core content, you're not going to have those questions because you're going to know, right? And then once you get all of that, it's just a matter of doing it. And mind you, you're going to know how to do it. You're just not going to be sure that you know how to do it because you're just going to be lacking the confidence. But as you do it more, you'll become more confident. And then you'll be like, oh yeah, I do know what I'm doing. Core content. There you go. What's up, Michelle Tucker? How you doing? Michelle, you still sitting in that car? Michelle, you've been sitting in that car cheesing at us for a long time. Is that a blouse or is that a scrub that you got on, Michelle? Is that a blouse or some scrubs? They be having some fancy scrubs. They look like a scrub top. Look like a black scrub with some flowers on it. Let's get into it, man. Since we're on Al Gore's internet, we're going to go over here and holler at our homegirl Spilene. It's 9:22. I got to go ahead and get through this fast because I need to be trying to record the screen for the black spiders. If you don't know who Spilene is the SPY. That's the ETF that tracks performance of the SP 500. Around here we call it Spilene. Wrote a song for it. You want to hear it, go. If you know the lyrics, sing it with me. Clear your throat. Get the right pitch. Spilene, where you at, baby? Here I go. Hey, how you doing? I'm glad that you came through. Spilene, I knew what you was gonna do. Cause when I got up this morning, I put a big old block right here. And as you can see, when I blocked it out, we was at 39906. Now we are at 399. It just changed 64. It was at 72, but it's at 64. That means we're about to gap up $4.07 right now. How do I know that? Because yesterday we closed at $395.60, and now we're at $399.73. So that's $4.15 right now, because my math is mathing today, right? So let's go to the ES and see what's going on. Why are we doing this? The DXY, that's a blouse. Okay. Blouses win. Shoot it. Shoot the J. Shoot it. Blouses win. Who know where I got that from? DXY has been rising in equities for hours, so conflicting. DXY has been rising in equities for hours, so conflicting. Okay, you saying there's some divergence going on? Is some divergence going on? Okay. I haven't looked at it, but I will take your word for it. Okay, look at that daily candle thus far. We just gapped and went. We gapped and went. You see that breaker that I had marked out right there? We gapped up to the top of that breaker, right? And we just went. Let's go to 15-minute candles. Run through this right here. We got 6 minutes. 6 minutes, Doug Fresh, you're on. That's the breaker that I marked out. I marked this out yesterday. Well, last night after I got off with y'all, marked out that breaker. Marked out this hourly fair value gap and that hourly fair value gap inside the breaker. And then I marked out, this is another, what is this? I don't have it named. So I got to go to the hourly candles to see what that is. An hourly fair value gap. Hourly fair value gap. Right? And now hold on. Okay. That's a truck coming. The truck came to get the mattresses out of there. I told y'all my boys got some new mattresses. Truck finally came, got the mattresses off the side of the road, bringing down my property value like that. So looking at the 15-minute candles, overnight we just went up. All we did was go up. Okay, let's try to go into it. The Chappelle Show. You're right. Shoot the J. Shoot it. Blouses win. All right, so let's go through this and try to break down what we think a goings on last night, right? So looking at yesterday's activity, right? This is where we closed yesterday, right? This was the last candle right there. So after we close, before let's go. We always want to go to what the chart, what the candles did, what the price do beforehand, right? So beforehand, as you see, we came down, right? We came down, and coming down, we took out sell side over here, right? After we took out this sell side right there, right? We poked down, took out the sell side, pushed back up, took out the sell side again. So we ran sell side, and then we just did a thorough run. Like, you took out sell side again, and then we reversed, right? So when we reverse, we like to watch to see how we reverse. So offered sell side all the way down, offered buy side up here, leaving no imbalances. Coming down, make sure we get all the imbalances, right? Then we get the pang out. We got the pang out with an order block right there, right? So the pang out lets us know, hey, I'm done with this down here. That's pretty much a balanced price range for now, right? No imbalances to come back to. So yes, that's a balanced price range. Okay. Opposing fair value gaps. Yes, another indication of a balanced price range, right? Get the pang out, come up, get the break in market structure, right? Got sell side, we got buy side, we got opposing fair value gaps right there, right? Another indication that it may be a balanced price range. Do we leave this area? Coming over, and yes, we do, right? We start to leave the area, right? All night long, we're just melting up. We're just melting up. There's no attempt to retrace. right? No attempt to retrace at all because all of this is balanced out. The algo has no reason to go back down right now. Yes, there's an imbalance here and an imbalance there, but it's leaving this area indicating all of this go to the highest high. It's indicating that all of that is a balanced price range, right? And how do we know? How do we get the confirmation that all of this is a balanced price range? Right, when we've left that area, right? So from here, we left that area all the way up to there. So from the highest high there coming over, all of this is balanced out. So we don't expect price to go there until it handles something else, right? So now looking at this area right here, all the sell side offered. Now we even came up here and we offered buy side up to this right here, this daily high right here. Now let's move over to the daily high. Bang out! We took off from that daily high right there. So now we can assume from this daily high all the way down, all of that to be a balanced price range in there, right? We can assume all that to be a balanced price range, right? Bang out, we took off. Now, so all that's a balanced price range. So now, what does the market do with balanced price ranges? When it's done with it, it either cuts through it like butter, or it leaves it until it goes and handles something else. What else does it want to handle? All right, that I will leave up to you to find out. Let's take a peek at the daily chart. And that, my dear friends, I will leave up to you to find out. But before we do, I would like to see this right here. The market is open. The market is open. The market is open. If you're going to trade, please trade safe. If you're not going to trade, please take a copious amounts of notes. Copious amounts of notes. And hold on. I'm looking at some. Looking at this. Yeah, it's going crazy right now. It's going crazy right now. Not too crazy. It's doing good. I put a position on for my son yesterday. The market just opened up. When it closed yesterday, he was at like 6% up. And when the market just opened up, it's at it opened up at 35% up. So he's doing pretty good now. 35% up. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Okay. Oh yeah, let me say this real quick before I jump off and go start recording screen for the black spiders. I meant to be off already. Hopefully the market give me something to talk about today. But I just want to say this, right? Remember when I posted this, 40.39 was the buy side, right? We have taken that buy side. 40.59 was my first upside target for taking out that buy side. Remember when I said shave there, that can be your ultimate target. If you want to go here, buy side 2, shave there, that could be your ultimate target, right? You see where we were. This was on 3/27 at 8:31 p.m. at night. Price was at 4,011.25. Where are we today? 40.42.50. If you do the work, it's possible. You can't time the market. You can't predict. Shut it up. Shut it up. 3/27/23, 8:31 p.m. is when I did it. See the clock down here? See what that clock says? 20:31:24. That's 8:31 p.m. Put it on there. The price was 40.11.25. I said, this is where I'm looking, taking out this buy side. Shave here, ultimate target. If you think it's going to take out this buy side, shave here, ultimate target. right? You do it one buy side at a time, because once you take out this buy side, you can always reverse, right? That's why you do them one at a time. But you too can learn a lot from a dummy. You too. If you do the work, I'm saying this to be an encouragement to people. I'm saying the same reason why I posted that trade yesterday. Y'all know I don't be putting my business on Al Gore's internet. I'm very paranoid, but I posted that trade yesterday because I want to be encouragement to somebody. If you do the work, all you got to do is look at this man's core content, do the work, and you too can be successful like this if you learn to control your emotions. That's all I got, man. What's happening? Welcome, Derek. I'm good. Appreciate you for pulling up. Above threshold of D1. What you talk about, like college? Like D1 football? I don't know what D1 is. 40-47. What's that? Relative equal high? Insightful raid. Okay. Hey, man. That's it. That's all I got for the overnight price action. I'm going to go ahead and get off here so I can start recording this screen for the Black Spotters and do my market commentary. Again, if you want to trade, please trade safe. If you're not going to trade, please take copious notes. Remember, we're right around the monthly equilibrium. Tomorrow's GDP. What does the price typically do coming into GDP? Get around fair value. GDP, FOMC, CPI. The market tries to make its way to equilibrium, right? Will it close up here today? I don't know. But look at what it did overnight. Look what price did overnight. It just marched its way up. It marched its way up. All the way up here to equilibrium. Will it stay up there? I don't know. Right? We just took off away from balanced price range right here. Right? Pang came down, traded right back where? Into the high of this candle. A little bit off from it, but close enough for government work. Then it went up again. Then we pulled back slightly. Pow! Got another pang out there. What you want to do with that information? Go look at the dollar, see what the dollar doing, see if it's trying to offer anything for you to participate in. Right? See if it's trying to offer you anything to participate in. The dollar just came up here, hit these equal highs right there. Dollars just hit equal highs. Will it drop off? What are the other indices doing? Divergence. Look at the divergence. Look at the divergence. Divergence on the indexes. Divergence is in the mist. Anyway. All right, man. I'll see y'all tonight at 6:30 for the price action recap. Y'all be safe. Gone.